Reserve in Northern Ireland has made a greater contribution to overseas operations than any other part of the UK in recent years. The province is home to only 3% of the population, yet it provides 4% of the UK's reserve forces, and between 2008 and 2011, 20% of all reservists who deployed on operations were from Northern Ireland-based TA units. With reserve numbers set to double across the UK by 2018, Defence chiefs in Northern Ireland decided the best way to get local employers on board was by meeting with them face to face.
We need the employers with us. We believe this is a relationship between the Army, the reservist, his family and his employer. And the employer is absolutely central to that. We want him to understand that he can play a part here in delivering defence for our nation. And we want to be able to make sure that they understand the advantages of having people in their organisation who are in the Army Reserve of the future, but also to explain how we will mitigate those frictions that sometimes put people off.
Day-to-day engagement with businesses across Northern Ireland is led by the Reserve Forces and Cadets Association, who have been working closely with employers since the Future Reserves White Paper was published in July.
Most importantly, the paper underscores that the MOD recognises the tough environment that employers face in this particular economy and goes some way to meeting concerns that employing an individual reservist might raise.
Under the new plans, reservists here, like elsewhere in the UK, will be expected to deploy as formed units once every 5 years and to maintain the highest training standards, but measures have been put in place to compensate employers.
There's going to be payment for people who are going off on service. That payment is going to go to the employers. So there's an element of compensation for the disruption it creates, but there's clarity around that. There's a simplified process. There's also going to be a much greater period of notice available for mobilisation and operations, and again that allows businesses to plan, and that's something that we've found from all of our members coming back is something that they want to see in any engagement like this.
In terms of numbers, Northern Ireland only needs to recruit another 350 personnel to meet its quota by 2018. Fiona Weir, Forces News, Northern Ireland.